Back from the break here on 102.7 FM, 1240 AM Outlaw Country, winding things down here on this Tuesday evening as once again your Whitefish Lady Bulldogs coming away with a 48-42 win over the Ronan Maidens. The Whitefish Lady Bulldogs are now 3-0 to open conference play. I'm going to do some research tomorrow, but it's been a hot minute since Whitefish Girls Basketball started off conference play 3-0. To start off the season 3-0, they are now 6-2 overall. Whitefish riding a 3-game win streak here right now. In this Northwest A Conference, it is up for grabs, and it's not going to be easy. Ronan right there we saw. Even though they're 0-2 in conference play, they are pesky. They are tough. They do not back down. Browning, obviously, is about as tough as it gets defensively. They're going to be active, hands in your face. Obviously, Columbia Falls, your rival, Big Fork, they won the conference the last couple of years. Polson still have yet to see. So this conference, on any given night, it can be anyone's game. They call it any given Sunday in the NFL. Well, it's any given night here in the Northwest A Conference. But the Whitefish Lady Bulldogs, they're showing resilience, and they're showing some toughness here to start off this season. How about a look at some scoring here, starting first with the Ronan Maidens, as Kaylin Marengo, their leading scorer, averaging 13.7 on the season, finished the night with 12 total points in this one. Really impressed by Nefertiti Stewart, the 8th grader, their post player. She's got to be about 6 foot or so, but she had 9 in this one. Nevea Perez, their senior post player, she finished with 9 in this one. Maddie Illig, she finishes with 2. Bailey Wool finishes with 3 points. It was Natalie Adams with 3. You had Linnea Epinetti with 2 for the Ronan Maidens. Ronan 11 of 13 at the free throw line in this one. Ronan gives up nearly 70 a game on the season. They held Whitefish to 48. Whitefish gives up about 44 a game. They hold Ronan to 42. So defense really prevailed here in this one. That was one of the storylines early in the game, but Whitefish's defense prevailed here in this one. Taking a look at the Whitefish Lady Bulldogs scoring, as Allie Shores finishes with 11, 13, 14, 15 points for Allie Shores in this one. She's really the only player that's played here at the varsity level that we haven't even given Ortho Rehab Player of the Game to. So by default, Allie Shores getting your Ortho Rehab Player of the Game here for this one. The 15 points in this one had to be close to 10 rebounds. Again, multiple assists as well, just filling up the stat sheet is Allie Shores. Her sister has had 2 of her best games here in the last 2 games. She finishes with 14 points in this one. So the Shores girls combined to score 29 of the team's 48. You had Avery Orm finish with 11 in this one, and then it was Reese Hudson with 8 for the Whitefish Lady Bulldogs. Whitefish would knock down 2 Exceed Chiropractic 3-pointers in this one. Reese Hudson and Avery Orm both with an Exceed Chiropractic made 3 in this one. Whitefish, I love the turnover margin in this one, as they would limit those turnovers. They had 14 turnovers in this one. They had twice as many against Browning, but to see them kind of handle that pressure, you saw Ronan, they're going to press kind of like Browning, maybe not quite as aggressive as Browning, but they still will mix it up. But to see them kind of limit those turnovers, and then in the end, again, we talk about closing out games all the time. This Whitefish Lady Bulldogs, they've closed out a couple of tough games here this season. So another high-quality win for Whitefish to knock off Ronan 48-42. And now the Lady Dogs and the Bulldogs get a little bit of break from conference play, as both teams will travel up to Eureka to visit the Lincoln County Lions on Friday. A little Class A, Class B matchup, as both teams will be on the road, and both games will be broadcast right here live on 102.7 FM and 1240 AM. It'll be the Whitefish boys basketball team against the Eureka Lions at 6 p.m., and then the girls in the matinee to follow at 7:30. 30. So that's going to do it for me today. Cole Havens here, been with you on this Tuesday evening, and a big thanks to all of our sponsors for helping make this broadcast possible. Again, without all these sponsors, make sure to visit all these sponsors. More broadcasts sponsors than ever before for Whitefish Athletics. Every post game this season brought to you by Senex Zip Trip and Piggyback Barbecue. I broadcast from the Stumptown Ice Den Press Box all year round. How about our scoreboard sponsor, Hill Brothers, halftime sponsor, Whitefish Credit Union, player of the game sponsor, Ortho Rehab, timeout sponsor, American Bank, national anthem sponsor, Cowgirl Coffee, State Farm Joe Leakey, our starting lineup sponsor, Exceed Chiropractic, our highlight sponsor, Jersey Boys, that half-court line sponsor, the Pin Q, Three Rivers Bank, M&C Tire, Whitefish Eye Center, Stumptown Snowboards, Glacier Medical Associates, Universal Athletics, National Parks Realty, Whitefish Lake Restaurant, Great Northern Bar and Grill, Nelson's Hardware, Schellinger Construction, Dalen Dental, Bulldog Saloon, Whitefish, Huck's Place, Northern Lights Dentistry, and Zatuni Hansen Interiors. For Infinite Broadcasting Radio Network, for my fiance Brittany Brown, taking some fabulous photos and videos, and for you, the listener, whether you've been at home, at your car, at work, wherever you may be. Cole Havens here, signing off one final time on this Tuesday evening. Thank you for tuning in. Whitefish Lady Bulldogs now 6-2 on the season, 3-0 in league play, and at Eureka on Friday. Until then, have a great rest of your week. As always, thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you later.